Best seeds I found, part 1. At number 4 we have a seed which looks like spawns in the middle of snowy nowhere. But if you go some distance in this direction, you'll find a snowy village. It is a pretty normal village, it does not have blacksmiths, but it's alright. It is far not everything for this seed, because if you go some meters in this direction, you will find a snowy coast, which is frozen, and you will find an outpost. Outpost has some raid captain villagers, so you can start raid if you want. Also, a snowy biome is pretty big, so there is a lot to explore, and it is placed on peninsula, so it's pretty difficult to get lost in it. At number 3, we have a seed which looks like spawns you in the normal world, but it actually is not. It is a giant island. The island mostly consists of two parts, forest and taiga, and also it has a pretty big beach with turtles in it. The ocean around it has some small islands, but does not have any big land masses, so you can explore ocean and island if you start your survival or hardcore or any other world in here. The island has grass from which you can get seeds, and the island also has peaks. From peaks you can get food and breed them. Seed number 2 spawns you on the big peninsula. Peninsula has two villages, and one of them is on pretty big hill, so you have to build a ladder there so you can climb up actually. The village also does not have a blacksmith, but it has a market and few houses. Now, if from spawn you will go on the other side, you will find another village. This one is entirely on the slope, and it looks pretty cool, so I will use it for the thumbnail. This is also not the end for the sea, because if from spawn you will go in the sea, you will swim for quite a distance, but then you will find this mountain. This mountain is massive, so if you dive down, you will find some mine shafts, but if you will dig even deeper, you will find a skulk biome and the ancient city. Ancient city is pretty big, and there is a lot to explore in it. And at number 1, we have a seed which spawns you next to a desert village. The village is halfway located on the floating island, which will be great to build a base on. It also has this tiny strip of mangrove swamp. Now, if you go opposite from the village, you could see these small hills and eventually a river. Now, what you need is to follow the river, and eventually you will swim up to another village. But this is not the only cool thing about the seed, because if you will go here from the mangrove swamp, you will find the cool floating islands, hill, and eventually another village. The village has a desert temple with treasures in it. But this is also not all, because if you will go from that village even more up, you will find another village, it's also on hill, and it also has a desert temple. Thanks for watching, it was my first time making videos like this. If you liked it, please like and subscribe, and see you next video. Bye.